Hey guys, Michael from Copper vs Glass, and in today's video we're checking out one of my most used pieces of tech for 2024. This is the Ultrahuman Ring Air. This of course is a smart ring with some great features and an awesome design. So let's take a look. Now before we get into the video, a huge thank you to Ultrahuman for sending over the Ring Air for the purpose of review. Now they have a Black Friday sale currently, along with my discount code allowing you to get 20% off from November 21st to December 2nd. And once the sale is over, you can still use my discount code for 10% off. Now while Ultrahuman were nice enough to provide a discount code, everything in this video are my own thoughts and opinions, and I made them fully aware that I wouldn't review this product unless I could use it for a long period of time. So I've been using this particular Ring Air for around 4 months since summer of 2024 to now. As always, let's start off with the unboxing. And like most smart ring tech, it's very simple. You get your paperwork, stickers, then you have a USB-C to C cable coming in at around 1 meter, then you have the charging stand. So unlike some other smart rings, this is more of a nightstand or desk charger. You don't get any sort of charging case that you can take out and about with you, which I think would have been a nice addition. Then of course we have the Ring Air. Now this is available in 5 different colours and 2 finishes. I went for the raw titanium, but they have an option for black, grey, gold and silver, and the Air will set you back $349. So it's definitely not a purchase impulse buy, and it's pretty high in terms of the overall cost when you compare it to some other smart tech like other smart rings or even a smartwatch. Also, before your ring is sent out, they do send you a free sizing kit. And this basically allows you just to get the perfect fit. And this came in super handy, as I've discovered I've got pretty large fingers. So if you're thinking to yourself, maybe I'm a medium or my girlfriend is a small, I would really check in with this first, as you may be a little bit surprised. So now onto the design, and I think that the Ring Air looks pretty incredible overall when you take into account the overall size. And it looks pretty awesome here with my iPhone 16 Pro in the white titanium, and no matter which colour you go for, you've got a transparent inner band covered in hypoallergenic epoxy resin. Here you can see all of the wiring, chips and sensors that allow the ring to work and send data like heart rate, sleep tracking and more back to your phone. It looks really nice, almost like a tech art piece that shows off the inner workings of tiny tech like this. Now, is the Ring Air going to be a little bit thicker than your standard piece of jewellery? Well, yes. But that's a sacrifice that you kind of need to make. Again, look at my normal watch here compared to my Apple Watch, for example. Once you get a ton of tech involved, it does have to be a little bit thicker than your standard piece of jewellery, for example. Now, it does mean that it does take some getting used to, but you can adjust pretty quickly. Also, maybe just take care holding things like your phone or laptop in your hand, because it does stick up, it does have some corners, you don't want to scratch any of your other tech. But in terms of numbers, the Ring Air is 2.4 grams depending on the size, and around 2.4 millimeters thick. And the reason why I say depending on size is because a smaller ring is going to weigh a little bit less and be a little bit thinner than some of the thicker, bigger rings, for example. But realistically, you can't really tell too much difference, maybe 0.1 of a gram here or there. Now, I couldn't find any official IP rating for the Ring Air, but it's good for up to 100 meters depth when it comes to the water side of things. And of course, there's no ports or anything like that at all, so I think it's going to hold up pretty well when it comes to the overall dust or taking it out and about. I don't think you need to necessarily worry about the durability side of things here. So now we've checked out the design of the ring, of course there's no screen or sort of any information on the actual ring itself. It's all going to go back to your smartphone with the Ultrahuman app. Now, just quickly before we get into the application, I did just want to talk about smart tech subscriptions. And the Ring Air, there isn't one. So unlike something like the Whoop strap or the Aura ring, there's no monthly or yearly cost. So your data is yours, no need to pay for it. And to be honest guys, I think that's how it should be for all smart tech. You're the one putting in the work, the steps, the heart rate, the movement side of things, so why shouldn't you be able to access all of that information for free? And when it comes to the data on the application here, you've got a ton of it. You've got the movement taking into account steps, distance, calories, plus a ton more. You've got stress data, BPM, cardio age, body temperature, basically most of the smart tech that you would expect. And I also still think that sleep tracking is best done with a smart ring compared to something like a smartwatch. It's lighter than a watch, less bulky, and more comfortable for sleeping. You then get all the data that you need around your REM, light, deep sleep, wakefulness, and tips on how to improve your hours in the land of Nod. And this is kind of where I got iPhone vibes from the Ring Air. Is it the best of the best? Well, maybe not. Some rings have some more unique features, cheaper prices, or can pretty much do exactly the same. The Ring Air though is a great looking piece of tech that just kind of works, much like an iPhone. It's easy to use, there's no unexpected surprises, it's just there all the time getting the data and passing it on to your device. And that's kind of what I mean by feeling a bit like an iPhone. If someone was to ask me and they're not really in the tech space, what phone should I buy, I would just say get whichever iPhone you can currently afford. It's got great software, its build quality is awesome, great cameras, and just in general you've got a ton of software support moving forward. Now if you were more into the technology side of things and just interested in tech and other pieces of tech, then maybe you'd look at something from Samsung, Vivo, Google Pixel, or just any of these other Chinese brands brands in terms of an Android smartphone. But for most people, I think that the Ring Air is going to work completely fine for everything that you need it to do. Now, battery life on the Ring Air is also pretty good. Once you place it down on the charger, 2 hours is going to get you 6 days worth of battery life. So again, a little bit more of a benefit compared to a smartwatch, which basically you have to charge every single night. Whereas with a Ring Air, for example, depending on how you're going to be using it, you could use it for a week at a time and have no issues at all. However, going back to it, I still wish that I had a travel case if you're going to be away for longer periods of time, and then you don't need to worry about taking away the tiny little charger and a cable that goes with it. If it had a case that it could go in that also had its own battery, you can maybe get 2, 3 or even 4 weeks out of it, depending on the size. And for me guys, the Ring Air is going to be my smart tech moving forward. Now occasionally, yes, I'm still going to have both on in regards to my smartwatch and my Ring, but occasionally I might want to just change up my watch side of things for just a standard watch. Maybe if you're going to a wedding or you need to dress up a little bit, smartwatches don't always look the best for maybe a more fancy occasion. So again, with Christmas coming up, I'm sure a ton of you have got some Christmas parties. If you don't want to wear your Apple Watch, for example, don't wear a smart ring, you're still going to look great. And you can still get all of the information that you need to with regards to steps, calories burned, everything that you need directly to your device without having to wear a watch every single day. And I also think for the price side of things, you get a very well built piece of technology with some great software included, no subscription, it just all works. And that's going to do it guys for this video on the Ultrahuman Ring Air. Now of course everything's going to be linked in the description down below if you guys want to pick one up for yourself, whether it's in the Black Friday deal or not. I'm still going to have my discount code down there regardless of if you guys do or don't want to pick one up. Again, completely up to you, I'm just giving you guys my overall thoughts and opinions on this device. If you've got any questions or comments about smart tech or the Ring Air in general, let me know in the comments section down below. And while you're down there, if you enjoyed this video, be sure to give it a thumbs up. If you're not already subscribed, now's a great time to do so. We've got a ton of videos coming up heading into Christmas and also the new year. So again, once you've hit that subscribe button, don't forget to turn on your notifications so you're notified anytime I post a video here on the channel. I'm Michael from Copper vs Glass. Thanks very much for watching, and I will catch you guys in the next video.